After the ball is over, after the skein is done, after the die lot's finished, and you are short just one, many a knitter has made a tearful and desperate call, pleading with their local yarn shop, go after that ball.
I do.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Pen, Hook, and Needles podcast, episode 439. Today is Saturday, January 30th, 2021, as we are recording. I am Marlisha, also known as LadyFernaco.
And I'm Talia, also known as Franciscan Gypsy.
Want to welcome all new and returning viewers to the fun in the Woman Cave. If you are new, we're glad you found us, and we hope you see something that you like and that you will continue to visit us. If you are returning, we're always glad to have you back for the fun in the Woman Cave. If you are new or returning and in the shadows, please feel free to join us officially on the YouTube channel. Just check the little subscribe button, and I guess you actually click the subscribe button and hit the little bell so you can get notifications. And if you want to take part in the alongs, excuse me, and the giveaways and things like that, then you need to join us at phnpodcast.freeforums.net. That's phnpodcast.freeforums.net. It is a free board. The only reason we have you asked to come in is if we don't want to have bots, okay,
right,
and spammers and things like that. So
we have a better idea who's coming in and out.
Excuse me.
Excuse me.
All right, we do have an official new member to the group, Pink Gramingo, which I think is a fun name. Pink Gramingo. I wonder if she's from Florida. That makes me giggle. So welcome, Pink Gramingo. We're glad to have you with us.
Why would a Gramingo be from Florida? I know why a flamingo.
A grandmother?
Oh.
That's what I'm assuming.
Okay, Tay.
That's what I'm assuming. I don't know if that's the case.
You might have just been calling her grandmother and she's not one.
Well, she might be.
She might be, but maybe she isn't.
Well, if she's not, she might be someday. It is not meant to be a slur. Okay, anyway, so that takes...
Today's her birthday. It's her birthday. Your mom's birthday.
Oh, my birthday. Yes, my birthday.
And so happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Mom. Happy birthday to you. And you know that everybody just sang Mom with me. So you've been called Mom by like
50,000 people.
Exactly.
I have a birthday twin. I didn't realize it. I saw it on Facebook.
Who's your birthday twin?
Missy Schmidt.
Oh, Missy.
So happy birthday, Missy.
Happy birthday, Missy.
If somebody wants to poke her, she might not see this podcast.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure how much she keeps up with the podcast.
Mm-hmm. But she is my birthday twin. And I did wish her a happy birthday this morning, and she got the message already, so that's good. Okay. What are you drinking? How many projects?
I have 11 once I start working on this one, because I want to work on your K-pop app during the podcast. I just have to find it.
I've got 9.
Okay.
So you go first.
Regardless, I would have gone first. Mm-hmm. But I only had to double up once.
Once, yeah.
Okay, so...
Oh, we didn't do your tea.
That's what we're talking about, right?
Yeah.
I'll finish looking for my pattern afterwards.
Mm-hmm.
In my All I Want Is to Hug All the Bunnies mug, and I actually haven't stirred my tea yet.
I stirred mine. We chocolified our tea.
We did. We added chocolate chips, dairy-free chocolate chips, because Mom really doesn't react well to chocolate. Like, very quickly afterwards, she feels uncomfortable.
Yeah.
It's not an allergy, but it's just a heavy intolerance. And I am not supposed to have any due to doctor's orders to help with my fatigue and neuropathy.
So we have dairy-free chocolate.
Yes, so all I want is to hug all the bunnies.
Because everything's better with chocolate.
And this is, outside of the chocolate chips, or dark chocolate, dairy-free chips, I'm having the tea, which is chocolate hazelnut dessert tea by Plum Deluxe.
Which is excellent.
And it's all organic honeybush tea with cocoa nibs, hazelnut pieces, hazelnut essence, love and gratitude, no caffeine. And then I add chocolate chips, dairy-free. And this perfect flavor combo makes a rich, delightful cuppa.
And I don't need to taste that one at this point. I've already tasted it.
You haven't tasted it with chocolate chips?
This is true. Actually, I did. Remember, I mixed hazelnut, chocolate monkey, and something else.
I forgot that you had done that.
That was amazing. I wish I could remember the the combination, but it doesn't matter because once I get rid of Chunky Monkey,
there is none.
Chunky Monkey, Chocolate Monkey.
Isn't Chunky Monkey an ice cream?
That's an ice cream. Yes.
By Ben and Jerry's.
I don't know who does it, but anyway.
I'm pretty sure it's Ben and Jerry's.
I have in my. This is what my daughter's head looks like, and that's an oboe. Yes, it is an oboe. Okay.
My head looks nothing like an oboe.
And this little thing to keep it from being hot is Talia's. It matches my mug because I forgot to bring mine out. And in it I have Vine and Leaf's Chocolate Monkey because I didn't want to go looking for. I just wanted to pull something out, and this was to hand. So, and I do love this. This is our local tea shop. I almost said local yarn shop. Our local tea shop, which is very good. And I like to give them support as well. He's very nice. One time I ordered something and had it sent in the mail, and he realized that I was like a block away. Excuse me. So he took the car and brought it here and said, "Call me next time." so
you got yelled at.
Yeah, he was very sweet. So I do like them. And I put a little bit of chocolates, semi-sweet mini chocolates that are dairy-free in here. And I don't know what all is in here because this is the old label and it doesn't say what's in here. And
they're still in the process. And also they're not, is that the one they're not getting back?
Yes, that's the
so
one
they're never going to have enough.
It makes me sad. But this, because I do get the chocolate truffle and it is good, but it's not the same as Chocolate Monkey.
And so she's not forgiving them.
I have a 70-calorie bar today because it's been, with the birthday stuff, and we'll get into that later, it's been a little caloric. So even trying to...
And I have a New Amsterdam Stroop waffle. It's slightly less caloric than the one by Stroop Club. And I need that because I ate breakfast not long before I had the podcast. I was up late last night.
Is that a honey one or a caramel one?
It's a honey one. I don't have any more caramel ones left.
I was going to say, yeah. It looked like it was really sticky.
It is really sticky. And this 129 calorie one, they don't sell anymore. They've gone up to 140 calories. This means there's probably going to be richer and more like the Stroop Club ones in the future.
Well, it gives us options.
Well, I'm looking forward to a couple of their flavors that are coming out because they have some interesting flavors that are coming out.
Yep.
You wanted to try the banana one.
Banana?
There was one that was like a chocolate banana
yes,
coming
chocolate
out.
Banana.
And I had one I wanted to try. I can't remember what it was. I think it was hazelnut. But... So I'm trying to use these up. I was making bread till I went to bed a little bit before 2.
In the morning?
Yeah, that's why I got up so late. Because I was waiting for it to cool to try to cut it. And when I started cutting, I'm like, this still isn't cool enough. I don't care. I'm going to bed. So I covered it, left it half uncovered so it could still cool off. And I cut some of it this morning so I could have it with my eggs.
She didn't offer me any.
Well, you could have had some. I just didn't see you till you're walking around.
She didn't offer me any.
You can have some, birthday girl. Whiny birthday girl.
I am not, in fact, whiny. I never whine.
You never whine?
Never whine. Okay. All right, so that's our teas.
And I don't try hers because I don't
and she's tried it before.
I tried it before, but for me, the banana is too strong. I really am not... I don't like banana in a lot of things.
I do like the chocolate banana. And I like chocolate banana and I like strawberry banana.
The only time I've been able to have banana bread is when you make it... No, it's not banana bread. You do pumpkin.
I do a pumpkin and I have done banana bread. I just haven't done it in a long time.
But I prefer pumpkin.
Yeah, yeah. I generally will, for the banana bread, I'll put chocolate chips in it.
I found Mom granted it's gluten-free, but she still likes a combination. It's a gluten-free, dairy-free pumpkin bread. Oh, not pumpkin bread. Banana blueberry bread.
Yeah, that sounds like it might be good. Okay. Let's see. Let's move on here. Going on to our alongs. Let's see here. Oh, the new along that I talked about last week. I'm not going to be talking to you about it this week like I said I was because during the Patreon...
You were about to call it pop, weren't you?
No.
Okay.
Patreon Zoom, our tea time, the people who are involved, we clarified a few things and they're going to start it the first week of February.
So you guys aren't too overwhelmed.
Yeah, so we have, not 50,000 things to divide your time in. So we're going to talk to you about that probably, toward the end of February. All right? So that is coming up, but we'll talk about it then. All right? Now, to the things that actually are happening. We have the Ready, Set, Go Cal 2021. And this started January 1st and it runs through March 31st. No previous whips, work in progress, are allowed for this particular along. This is the time that we start all the things. Now you have 2 more days, today and tomorrow, to be able to get frogged items counted. What you have to do to get the frog items counted is you have to show the whip, and then you have to show it all pulled out with the, side by side or one on top of the other in the post, and that is eligible for 1 chance at a prize. And then if you start something with that yarn at any time, then the finished object for that is worth 2 chances at a prize because you used frogged yarn. Okay, frog project. But only the finished object. That when you're working it like a whip, that's just 1 chance at a prize. Now, chatter and pictures are all in the same thread, and whatever you decide to knit, loom knit, or crochet is acceptable, but if the project uses less than 50 yards of yarn, please post 2 projects together, okay? And we're not going to go looking at it with a magnifying glass or whatever. You guys are awesome, and we don't worry about that kind of stuff. Yeah. So, any Franciscan Gypsy Design FO, LadyFernaco Creations yarn, or Lollipop Girl yarn FO, Laura Concert pattern, or my one shawl pattern, and if my other pattern gets done, which it probably won't before the end of this, those are all 2 chances at a prize for the FO. And if you use a featured yarn with a featured pattern, that's 3 chances at a prize for the FO. You are responsible, as always, for your multiple postings. Let's see here. The hashtag is hashtag PHN Ready Set Go 2021 on Instagram, okay? And we do have prizes, which we talked about a couple weeks ago, so I'm not going to go into that right now. The PHN Christmas All Year Long Cal 2021 is also in full swing. And this, is basically the same rules, except whips are allowed. Okay, works in progress are allowed as long as you work on them during the along. Now, this goes through, it started January 1st, and it goes through midnight on December 31st, which means at 12:01 a.m. on January 1st of 2022, it's finished, okay? And as we've said multiple times, this is true of any of our longs. If the thread is still open and it's the following day, that's on us. You can post. You got a gratis couple of hours or whatever, okay? All projects must be knit, loom knit, or crocheted, as we've said. Let's see here. Okay, the same featured patterns and featured designs. Now, I had a question about double posting things in the Christmas colors, okay? And what I had in the thread did not reflect what I thought I said and what I said on the podcast. There were 3 different things. So I'm going with what is in the thread, okay? Just to clear up any confusion. So what the question was about the Christmas colors was how many chances at a prize for the finished object. Projects, I'm going to read that particular rule because that was in question. Projects that are made predominantly in Christmas colors of shades of red, blue, green, silver, gold, purple, pink, and white, any of those colors, will be eligible for 2 chances at a prize for the FO only, regardless. Originally, I had said only when they're going to be made, I think, for the Christmas gifts.
Yeah, I think it's
that is not the case. Okay?
Because that's not what the
because that's
rules.
Not what the rules say. So the rules will go exactly what the rules say, and next time I will try to be more clear. Okay. We also have featured patterns. Anything that goes to Operation Christmas Child, Christmas donations are eligible for 2 chances at a prize. I think we said the charity stuff to the Pregnancy Center, to Brittany, to I said Operation Christmas Child already. What's the other one? It was Amelia Project. Yeah, it's in our charity stuff. So that's all eligible for 2 chances at a prize for the FO. If you use a featured yarn and a featured pattern, as always, it's 3 chances at a prize for the finished object. And you know what those are because they're the same as always. Okay? And the featured yarns and featured patterns, just adding on the groups, the Pregnancy Center, Operation Christmas Child, Amelia Project, and Brittany. Okay? Let's see here. Okay, that takes care of that. The hashtag is, let's see, where is it? I put it down somewhere. I can't find my hashtag. It is in the thread. Oh, there it is. Hashtag PHN Christmas All Year 2021. Somebody had asked about what predominantly means, and I'm going to say between 70 and 75% in the predominant color. Okay, in a Christmas color. I mean, if you do 70-75% in all the different colors, divided in all the different Christmas colors, that's fine too. It doesn't have to be one color. It just has to be Christmas colors predominant, 70 to 75%. Okay, all right. At least. All right, I'm not gonna go through the prizes. We do have one other along, and this is PHN Out with the Old 2020. And we did, for those of you who are new, this was brought up by one of our members, PHNers, who brought it up to us just as the year was ending. And this is normally going to be an end of year along. This year, because 2020 was 2020, we're doing Out with the Old 2020 from now until the end of February, and then Out with the Old 2021 in November and December. So right now we're doing Out with the Old 2020, all right? And this is going to the end of February, so when you hit the wee hours of March 1st, we're done, okay? And this one, no new projects. This is when you finish all those things that you couldn't bear to frog, and you want to finish, okay? So that's what these are. Let's see here.
Who's attacking me?
Basically the same, even the same thing with the featured patterns and featured projects and the featured yarns. But if you have featured yarns and featured patterns, they have to have been already started. If you have something in my yarn, Taya's pattern, it had to be started prior to 2021 in order to be eligible for this and for double chances at a prize, okay? Or triple chances at a prize for that, huh?
I wasn't paying attention.
No, double chances. Never mind. Okay, forget. Okay.
I was too busy being attacked by stuffed animals.
Hashtag is hashtag PHN Out with the Old 2020 on Instagram. And if you have questions, because I was a little confusing on that, it's in the thread. And you cannot take part in this along unless you are at the PHN home. So you can take a look. If you're confused, if you're still confused, one of our moderators can answer you, or Rena usually is the one who contacts me, or you can tag me in the comment and I will answer the question. Okay? All right, so these are on to our rough drafts.
Oh, wow, that was fast. Okay. Actually, wow, Mom, under 20 minutes? That has got to be a record.
I probably forgot something.
Did you do all the alongs?
I did.
Okay.
I think we just didn't have a lot of banter at the beginning here.
Oh, okay.
Not a lot of interruptions.
I
didn't have to use the mom look.
You know why you didn't? Because I was sitting there trying to figure out how to get this pattern restarted, with getting your second ear flap on. So that's why you didn't have a lot of me interrupting. I wasn't paying attention to you.
It was nice to be able to talk without interruption.
Oh, don't worry, that won't last long.
I know. Don't worry, you guys will get the mom look eventually.
So
apparently, I scare people.
You are scary.
I am not, in fact. I'm a sweetheart.
I'm just verifying that. I am. Pull up my show notes.
I thought I was sitting on my phone.
Who are you sitting on?
I wasn't sitting on it. I was looking for it.
Oh, okay. I thought you were sitting on an animal.
I'm going to put it in here so I don't get liquid on it, because I'm very talented with that kind of stuff and I don't need to ruin my phone.
So I'm going to start with my first two being designs that you can't see. So let's see.
She's mean.
Well, I have a ton of designs they can't see, so I might as well double them up.
Mean.
Okay, so...
Oh, you haven't used that one in a while. A chickadee bag.
I used it last week.
I didn't see the chickadee bag last week.
Yep. You just weren't paying attention.
Nope.
So in my actually I didn't work on this. I could have sworn I did, but I didn't. So no. Bye. I did work on this one though.
Should I cut down your number or?
No, I just brought an extra bag. What I did was I just brought everything I might have worked on with me. Because I've been carrying the same bunch of projects back and forth from your room. So I was like, well, I'm bound to have worked on some of these. Okay. So in my Silvershed USA autumnal peanuts bag is a design in progress.
Very nice.
Whee!
Turtle bag.
In
See, she's
my
a closet turtle.
Clover bird. Oh, I've had this before.
She's a
First bird's hair was
closet
even a
turtle.
thing.
Closet turtle.
Nope.
Closet turtle.
Is a design in progress.
Okay, in my Plover Bird Mickey Mouse bag is my Spoiled Bunny Stop Scarf from the Cerebel Scarf Pattern by Sarah Sweethearts. And here it is. I worked on this on the podcast last week. So, here it is.
And every other mom, all the rest of our projects are one-on-one because I only had one to do double. I need to purl two together.
What hook am I using this?
Did you put your hook in another bag?
No, I have two hooks in here.
You have like fuzz on top of your thumb. You got stuck on your nail or your the top of your hand's a little bit.
It's rough.
Yeah.
That's
It's probably from all the water and
That's
stuff.
why I cut myself.
Oh. I thought you were wearing a Band-Aid on there.
I did. But I switched to the other one that I needed a Band-Aid on. I don't know what hook I'm using on this.
You have two hooks in there?
Mm-hmm.
That's problematic.
Well, I didn't realize I had two hooks in here. I don't think I'm using an L.
I don't think you used the biggest one.
Let me see.
You probably should take that hook out of there.
Yeah, once I figured out which one.
I don't think you've been using the biggest one.
I don't think I have either.
I don't remember seeing that color.
I'm not sure why I have it in here. I must have had another project that, this goes in this. Yeah, this looks like the right
Is that right?
Yeah. I mean, look, see?
It looks right.
Okay. So let me just
Sorry,
leave
I'm
that
trying
one.
to choke on my street waffle.
That might be for my shawl. No, I don't know.
Anyway, in my Silvershed USA, come here, Peanuts Christmas bag is a Christmas stocking design because that's all that lives in this bag. Christmas stockings.
I didn't finish what yarn I had used this with.
Oh, you didn't? You weren't done?
Test yarns.
Test yarns.
Okay.
Well, I can't say anything else besides bag for this anyway. So
I just realized that that's all. I was like,
I've done that before. Your turn.
I'll finish my stitch.
We'll just sit here and watch Mom finish her stitch.
I'm gonna finish my stitch. It's my
Stare
party.
at her.
It's my party, and
She'll cry if she wants to.
Okay, see.
Finish her stitch
if
if
I
she
want
wants to.
All right, let me see here. Let me see what the next one is. All right, in my large blue Universal Studios bag is my Ninja Turtle baby blanket. And I didn't do a whole lot of work on this. Just enough to kind of say I worked on it. I think I was working on it when we were watching a movie the other night.
What is a
Or
good
maybe
movie
Perry
one?
Mason. Huh?
It is a good movie thing.
Yeah, it is because it's very simple.
And you have that nice light now, so it doesn't matter. It's dark.
I had the light on for this. So, I didn't make a whole lot of... I know why I didn't do more. I have to add another ball of yarn.
Oh, okay.
So, I have to...
You're just in green now, right?
Yeah, I have to see if one of the greens... if I have another green, if one of the greens I gave to Davina, I have to take that back.
Well, she has a bunch of acrylic in the hall. Did you
Yeah,
see?
she's getting rid of, because she doesn't have any space for it. And she said, Mom, I'm not going to get through this in my lifetime. So I know it must be Daddy talking to her, but, So
That's funny.
it's so funny. So,
But she doesn't craft nearly as much as we do.
no. Because she has other things that she
Well,
does.
yeah, she's more... Honestly,
She's more of an
crocheting
artist.
is a tertiary. It's not even a secondary.
No,
it's a tertiary.
she draws and she writes.
Yeah, those are her two mains.
So that's what I've got for this. And it
I
seems
mean,
like
she doesn't even crochet necessarily every week, let alone every day.
No. For a while there, she was doing a real lot of it.
Yeah.
But
Well,
now...
she uses the rosary I gave her instead of crocheting during rosary. And although she
Right.
hasn't been crocheting during rosary in a long time.
No, she hasn't. I'm glad she's using the rosary again.
Yeah.
So that's this. And yeah, this will get done eventually, I guess. No hurry.
Okay, so time for me to show you another bag. Okay, so in my Silvershed USA, Here. Yeah, come on. I don't know why I'm coaxing the bag out like it's this frightened animal.
You frighten it.
This is my Social USA Christmas Oops bag.
Artwork by Davina.
Artwork by Davina, and it has a design in it.
Okay. I get to move my little thing here over. All right. My next one is, let's see here. That's odd.
What's that?
Okay. All right. This is another Surabel. This is my Walk in the Woods stole project from the Surabels by Sarah Sweethearts, and I'm using Spinway Yarns fiber. This is approximately 840 yards, and this is in my large Ploverbird teacups bag. Did a little bit of work on this. This one moves really quickly. Whoops.
Are you missing the hook from that one? Because that big hook might be for that one. Oh, no.
No.
It's same size, though, right?
Yep, same size.
So that might be why you have that?
I don't know. Anyway, so here's this. It's moving along. I'm starting on the next row. I do like this. I mean, it's just...
What's going to happen is she's going to forget that she has the other one in her lab, and she's going to start working on this one.
No, I'm going to put it aside until I make a row of the other one, and then I'll take this one out, maybe. So, this is a really nice pattern because it's kind of a meditative pattern.
Mm-hmm.
You just kind of go, and if my wrist allows me, I can just go indefinitely with this because it's just before you know it, you've almost finished it.
Mm-hmm.
And that's a really nice pattern. I wish I could contact her again because she just did a phenomenal job with this.
And she really has found a pattern that just clicks with your brain.
Yep. I don't even use the pattern anymore. I don't even use it. I use it to refresh my start.
Right.
And that's about it.
Well, every once in a while you just need a reminder.
Yeah. Especially if I've got like them going concurrently and then I haven't started one in a while, so I just...
Or if you have a pattern that's slightly similar.
Mm-hmm.
Different kind of shell.
And sometimes I have to look back when I'm working on the scrap shawl to make sure that I'm doing the right number of chains in the middle.
That was what I was going to say.
Yeah.
Because I thought that the scrap shawl had some similarities.
Yep.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Yeah, I thought I hit the
It's
number
your
of
turn.
stitches I needed to.
Your turn.
Okay, so let me take a look at my show notes to see which one comes next. This one. Come here. Come on out without knocking over the tea.
Say, well, if you give me room, I might be able... Give me room! Give me room!
What is it? Give me dice to give me room?
No. Give me room! Give me room!
You see, I'm thinking of, I'm not thinking of that one. I'm thinking of, Guys and Dolls.
Oh, no, I'm not thinking about that.
Because what did he say? He said something, give me room.
I don't
It
remember
was
that.
like it's right before he does Luck Be a Lady.
Oh, I don't remember that. No, I'm thinking of Strawberry Blonde.
Oh, okay. No, I'm thinking of Marlon Brando. And,
Yeah. Excellent. My favorite role of his, I think.
Frank Sinatra could not have done that role.
And I love Frank Sinatra's singing voice than him.
I prefer Dean Martin, though. And we have talked about this. Dean Martin just sounds like he's having more fun.
Yeah.
But anywho, in my Silvershed USA knitting sayings, stuff bag, looks like I got a tea stain on here at one point
Uh-oh.
on Lean Mean Knitting Machine.
Because he's so mean.
But yeah, this has a design in it.
I thought you said you finished your designs.
No, I had said no such thing. I said I have a parade of designs. There's I just said that I don't have to do 2 in a row anymore.
Well, keep waffling for a second.
I'm not very good at waffling. I can waffle about not being good about waffling. Or I can just
Okay.
stare at you.
Do not wish it.
Staring at you sounds fun too.
Do not wish it.
Yay, allergies.
Okay, let's see here. Okay, my next one I can't show you either. This is the On the Garden Path scarf project that I modified from my that bottom of the hills cowl pattern. And yeah, I showed it yesterday on the Zoom. It's in here. And it may be modified more before I decide to put it out for testing. This is the yarn. It's James C. Brett. Chunky, or whatever it is. Chunky, bulky, whatever it is. A lot of yardage on that. Over 300. So that's that.
I think I'm starting to hit the blue for this, Mom. Finally.
Yay.
It's going to be the top of your head that'll be blue.
Blue.
And I'm not going to hit the main blue. I might have to make you a second hat that has more of the actual blue in it.
Excuse me.
Breathing in your tea is not a good thing.
Make me laugh while I'm drinking.
Because you didn't know what you were going to do with this yarn anyway, right?
No, I didn't.
So
I bought it, I think, to make another one of my shawls.
you did. I think you actually took it out of.
No, I didn't start it.
Oh. You must have used it in something because I don't think it was a full skein.
Maybe?
I don't think I had a ball band with it.
I don't know. Well, I caked it up.
It's already caked.
That's why I said I caked it up. Or maybe, no, it comes
It comes
caked.
caked. That's what I'm saying. It comes caked. Because...
I don't know. I don't remember. I probably prepared it for something and didn't use it.
Yeah.
Because it's a little more fuzzy than I thought. I don't think that's Mandela. I think it's
I'm pretty sure it is Mandela.
Is it? Because there's a couple of them that have the same.
This ear flap is going to be different than the other one. Look.
How fun.
But anyhow. Okay.
It'll be a scrappy.
Oh, it's going to look scrappy even though
But it would be like, it'll be a true Jane hat.
Yeah. Now my next one is... Did I not work on... I'll grab this one because it's closer. I could kind of... Because I'm going to have to actually get up to grab the blanket.
Right.
Because it was too big to fit where I could reach it easily. Okay. So in my Bat Signal Social USA bag is a design in progress.
Okay. Let's see what I have this time.
Might actually even do
Okay. My next one is... in my Ploverbird pink... I got a lot of Ploverbird bags today. Ploverbird pink and purple teacups bag is my Comfy Cozy Shawl project from the Scrap Shawl pattern by Anastasia Zattel. This is kind of fun because we were just talking about this. So... I made a little bit of progress. I'm about an inch, maybe an inch and a half from where I want to change the color. There's no pattern in terms of you go this number of space.
It's supposed to be scrappy.
It's scrappy. I just am kind of judging on Talia's for the top there.
And I don't have mine with me today.
So
because it doesn't match my clothes.
So I've done a little bit on this, and it's growing. I'm about an inch and a half. I should be, hopefully, all things going the way they should. I might be on the next color next time I see you. So, yeah. This is Miss Babs yarn. I think this is entirely in Miss Babs yarn.
Okay. So, last design to show you. And this is the last design.
I forgot to pick up that pattern that I picked up from Etsy that was featured on Miss Babs' website.
Oh, you got to bring it over here?
Yeah, I forgot to bring it over here. I'll get it in a second.
So in
Sorry.
my Shenandoah Valley Fiber Festival bag, SVFF, is a design in progress.
Okay.
I'm actually in the middle of the row on that.
Let me find my thing here. Let me see. Okay. Come here. There we go.
It does not wish to.
All right. My next one is in my Kikiboo Owls Holiday Owl bag. And this is that little preemie hat. I did a little bit of work on this. I've actually been able to do a little bit of crafting while we watch movies because I haven't been having popcorn.
Right.
When I have popcorn, I feel like my hands are all, and I know I can get up and wash my hands, but then my husband feels like he has to stop the movie. So,
right.
So I made a little progress. I really do like the way this Hobby Lobby stripes works out. I think I did a hat in this one time. I mean, an adult hat. But I just like, but maybe it wasn't this color. One of my bank heads, I think. So
I can't remember because I do remember you making the bank head. I don't remember.
I've actually made it a couple of times. Daddy has one that I made him.
Yeah, I don't remember the colors of the ones you made.
The one that Daddy has is predominantly like greens and stuff like that. You can see it. He usually has it.
He does tend to wear it.
He does wear it. He's not super knit-worthy, but he is knit-worthy. He wears the socks Talia made him.
Yeah, it took him a little while because he's afraid to wear them.
Right. He wears the hat I made him. He wears the scarves I made him. So, and he's not hesitant to say, make me this. Mm-hmm. So this is, just a little preemie hat. I do like the way this works up. I really do. This would make a nice little toy, this yarn, because it's almost like it's not really variegated per se. I mean, it is, but it's more gentle. It's more gentle. And so it would be cute like in a teddy bear or something, a little baby teddy bear or something, or, baby's bunny or teddy bear or, something. So, yeah, that takes care of that.
Let me just grab a pair of scissors from one of my other bags because I need to...
Oh, I have scissors.
Oh, you have one right there?
Yeah.
Okay, sweet.
I just saw them.
Beautiful. Thank you. And then I can start the crown of the hat.
You do the ear flaps first?
Yeah, I forgot that about the construction of the hat, how odd it is.
That's strange.
It's a really odd construction. Well, we might as well talk about the oddly constructed hat.
You talk about the oddly constructed hat while I do what I have to do.
So, this is... I keep calling it just the K-pop hat, but it's actually called the... Let me find the full name. K-pop inspired hat. They said it's intermediate level hat. Let me just pull back to where I'm at in the pattern. There we go. And we think it's Mandela. I thought I'd be able to get through more of the colors by now. I think I'm going to have to cast on another one for Mom so she gets more of the blues. Because it seems kind of a shame not to get those in there. But I underestimated how little yarn a hat takes up. Or overestimated how much yarn a hat takes up. So, yeah, I had to do the crown of a hat still. And this is the ear flap, so I forgot the construction. It's kind of a interesting / odd construction. I think that I don't remember if this is a paid for pattern. I feel like it might have been a free one. I did get this on Ravelry, but I can't remember if this was free or paid for. I made one initially for myself to look like the Jane hat from Firefly. So it had oranges and reds and yellows. And thank goodness you're here because I wasn't sure how much longer I could waffle.
But you have to talk about the construction of
I did already.
You usually just blabber and blab.
Oh my gosh, I freeze when it's just me in front of the camera.
I'm looking for the pattern.
I don't know why. I just don't do well by myself in front of the camera. It's like I lose all the ability to speak.
Blah, 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 blah. Okay, here I come. I had to take care of two things in one. Okay, my balance is not the best at the moment. I'll knock everything down.
Well, you also have like 20 million bags there to help you knock everything down.
Okay, whoops.
It's okay, you can stay down there, Mom.
Oh, okay.
It'll just fall back down anyway.
All right, my next one is... Okay, I already did this one. That can go down here. My next one is in my Bags by Awesome Granny Fireflies bag, and this is the bag end project from the Burrow Wrap pattern by KF Jones. And I did a little on this, not a whole lot, but a little. I like this. It's fun. It doesn't look much different. I am in the middle of the row, so there you go. You can see it's not very far. You guys are like, well, why did you do half a row? No, I did about 2.5 rows, I think. I do like this. Kay is... I don't do her socks or her toys because I just don't do that, but I do like her wraps and her shawls and things. Mm-hmm. And she writes such a nice pattern. And this, at the moment, I don't know if it's going to change, but at the moment, no, it's not going to change.
No, it's the same.
It's the same. It's another one that's just kind of a meditative kind of thing where you just sit there and go. The only thing you have to remember is what to do at the beginning and the end. Mm-hmm. So and I wanted to maybe incorporate something she uses in this, in my pattern when I redo it, mm-hmm. and we'll have to see if that works. But this is very nice. I learn a lot from Kay. Mm-hmm. I do. I like working her patterns. I always learn something. I always enjoy it. I've only finished 2 of them, project-wise. Thus far, but hopefully this will be the 3rd one. And that's nothing to say about her. That's all to say about me.
Well, you just haven't gotten around to it yet.
I had to tear one of the sock knitter ones out because...
Well, you were knitting the same pattern multiple times.
Yeah, so I
after a while, you just get tired of that.
Yeah. I think I did 2 of them.
You at least knit 2 of them.
Yeah, and then
And you had several going at once.
Yeah, and then you knit one for me, so that you couldn't keep. Or you
Yeah, I was
didn't
gonna
keep.
say I didn't knit a stockinette for you.
You gave it to me.
Yeah.
So okay, so that takes care of that.
Okay, so that leads on to me. In my my water bottle. Come here, water bottle. In my Silver Shade USA PHM Faces bag. This is my. Let me actually look at the name of the project. The Tunic with Valdres Pattern. This is from the Hand Knits from Norway.
Oh, right. Mm-hmm.
Book by Karen Marie Vinhay. And I call this my colorwork tunic for me because, well, it's a colorwork tunic for me. Shocking.
Such an original title.
I know. This is using shepherd's wool. Most of the yarn in this is shepherd's wool, although I have a couple others that are not. But I happen to have a fair amount of shepherd's wool because I do like knitting with it. And this one here is an old shepherd's wool. I used a red one to knit a different sweater. So.
Did you get that from our first LYS?
Yes, I believe so.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Got a little bit of work on. I usually work on this on Sunday. So yeah, that got a little bit of love.
Yay.
Yay. This is a nice, simple, I don't have a brain project.
If you only had a brain.
So.
All right, let's see here. Okay. In my... Oh, right. This one you didn't see. In my Knitting's My Bag gnome bag. This one here. I always think I'm going to give this to somebody who likes gnomes, and then I realize I'm not going to. This is my Little Green Man project from the gnome book from Annie's Craft. It's an online craft thing. I think it's also a box store, but I'm not sure. And I started this just recently. And I'm not very far. It's a gnome. Crochet gnome. And this is as far as I've gotten. This, I think, is Encore yarn. Yeah, it's Encore, Plymouth Encore yarn. Worsted weight. 75% acrylic and 25% wool. And this is some kind of green. Kind of reminds me of kind of a muted, kind of a country green.
I was going to say almost a mint. Not
Yeah,
a mint.
maybe a mint. Mint. And then to go with it, along with a cream, is that's a cream. I'm kind of mixing my bases, but I don't care. Is my LadyFernaco Creations. I forget what I called this. This is an early one. And it's worsted, one of the first ones I dyed up. And I think this might even be food coloring. So you have
I think you may be right.
this. Can you see that? Okay, the color. And then a cream. So let me see if I can show you a picture of the gnome. I blame this on Crystal. And I forget who the other person was who was doing gnomes.
Pat.
I did not. It looks like
I want to say Brittany was doing them too. It was Brittany and Pat.
I think this might have some tapestry crochet in it. That's what he looks like. And there's a whole bunch in the book. And
I have to admit, I don't quite get the gnome thing.
I used to have a huge book of gnomes, and I'm so sad. I think I might have gotten rid of it on one of our cleaning out things. And if I did, I'm going to be very sad because I just love that book. I got it when we were in Europe, and it was just this thick, tall book, like a coffee table kind of book, full of gnomes and their mythology and all that. I just loved it. So I've had a kind of a fondness for gnomes since I was in high school. But there's that.
Anywho. Gnomes are weird.
We got the creepy ones in, what was that movie? Where she comes out of the, he writes like an L.L. Stein kind of book, and Goosebumps.
Yeah, Goosebumps. L.L. Stein kind of book. You mean the books that L.L. Stein wrote?
Right, but I wasn't sure if they were actually doing him as an author. I couldn't remember.
They were.
Yeah.
And
I don't read those books, so I don't know. I don't like horror things. But the movie was good.
I remember those books being big when Davina and I were kids because we wanted to read them because everyone else read them. but we weren't allowed to.
Mm-mm.
And in retrospect, neither Davina and I would have liked it. I think we were only interested because, we'd see them in the library. We knew we weren't to read them.
I think you guys did read the Unfortunate Events, I think, and Lemony Snicket's.
No, I don't think that those. I'm not sure those were out yet because I had never heard of them until we came here.
Oh, okay.
Even if they were out, we didn't know about them. No, we mostly read things like American Girls, and there's a couple of horseback type series. I don't think Davina ever got into the horsey ones that I liked. Anyhow. Oh, Boxcar Children.
Boxcar Children, yeah.
Again, I liked those better than Davina did. In my Plover Bird TARDIS Bigger on the Inside bag, this is my Dobbinwood by
Not
Kay.
a design in progress.
Well, neither were the past two.
Not a design in progress.
This is my Dobbinwood. Once I finish this, I can start Mom's Dobbinwood. It's waiting patiently in a bag that Christina gave me. I think Christina gave me. No, it might have been
Santa?
Fiber Hermit.
Oh, Fiber Hermit. Which?
It was the open one.
Oh, that's a Fiber Hermit.
It was Fiber Hermit.
Yeah.
Okay, Margaret. So
We have generous, wonderful, awesome viewers.
this had for a while. This one flap. I keep calling it a flap, but arm, whatever, is done.
Panel.
And I've been working on the other one. It just takes a little while. Especially if, I only work on it 1 or maybe 2 days a week. Because during the weekday I only work on designs. Which is why there's so few non-designs that I show. Because I kind of am... Actually, I am really strict about only working on designs during the week. So there you go.
Okay. I can't show this one. This is a pattern that hasn't come out yet. Taya hasn't finished it, really. I mean, she has, but she hasn't. It's in here. In my Silver Shed USA Crocheting Hoovian bag.
My crocheting Hoovian bag's holding something. I can't remember what it's holding. I should make it hold something bunny.
That would... She might have blow a gasket.
I think that would be hilarious.
Oh, we love Laura.
I had to see what bunny project I had that can go into there. Because that would be perfect.
She can take the hit. She can. Yes, she can. We love Laura. In case you haven't realized that, we love Laura.
Okay, so in my... This is my final one. Was that your final?
Yeah, well, this... No, yeah, that was my final one.
Okay.
This goes in here.
I think I got some yarn in my mouth. Anyway. In my Silver Shed USA Oops, well, this is the original Oops bag that Davina had done the drawing for me.
Right.
This is for birthday one year. And a little bit more work on my bunny butt dishcloth.
Yay.
Yay. So got a little love.
I want to work on the Pom Puppy, I think, today or this weekend or something.
That works.
I want to finish it. I want my Pom Puppy. My Pom. I keep calling it Pound Puppy. I want my Pom Puppy.
I'm not sure he wants to be called a Pound Puppy.
No.
I know that was a thing.
It was.
I'm not sure what... I
You
don't know anything else about the name.
Well, what it was you got like adoption papers, kind of like you did with the, I guess, like the Cabbage Patch Kids. You went to the pound and picked out a puppy. They had pound puppies and pound kittens, and you got little like papers and things with them.
Oh, that's actually kind of cool.
Yeah. So.
Did you get something special with the Cabbage Patch Kids?
You got adoption papers, I think.
Did you? That's actually a really cool idea, even though the Cabbage Patch Kids are creepy.
Yeah, Davina had a Cabbage Patch Kid that Aunt Anime, I think, gave her.
Because it kind of makes it feel like a little more real to the kid.
Mm-hmm.
That's cool.
Yeah, it was kind of a neat idea. That was a big thing back in the 80s and maybe early 90s, I guess. But
because I had heard of pound puppies, but I'd never,
Yeah.
I don't remember ever seeing one.
Yeah, well, at the time that all that was happening, we were still bouncing around quite a bit, moving from place to place and that kind of stuff, so no disposable income.
Right.
Or little disposable income. But
that's it for projects for me.
Okay, let me finish this stitch and I'll get on with the stuff. Because I don't like to be in the middle of a stitch. I don't mind being in the middle of a row, but I don't care to be in the middle of a stitch. And this is like I said, this just grows so quickly in terms of inches that I'm hoping that maybe this will be close to done soon.
Right.
Okay, let me just do that. What's next here?
Well, next usually is
FOs.
Well, before that, do you have anything for card?
No cards.
graphic novel?
No graphic novel. And I
Okay.
have that after our
Oh, is it usually after FOs? Okay.
FOs usually comes after whips.
So let me go ahead and grab. I had to actually get off my rear end to grab it.
Grab what?
The one I finished.
Oh.
I'll finish picking
Oh,
up-
right.
picking up
Is it
stitches.
what I think it is?
I don't know what you're thinking it is, so I can't answer that question.
You should know.
Because you just saying is it what I think it is doesn't
What is
I can't
wrong with
answer that
you?
question.
What is wrong with you?
No, don't go away. Okay, so I finished the tutorial Palm Pup.
So cute.
So this is Sandy. Her coloring is obviously different, and I think her yarn was a little bit bigger than for the original Palm Pup.
Mm-hmm.
So she's a little bit bigger.
Right.
I actually think the original one's cuter.
Aw.
But she's cute
You
too.
hurt her feelings.
I think I just like the darker color.
You're mean. Hurt her feelings. Boy, favorites. Favoritism. Wow.
So she got finished, and that means that everyone on Patreon has available to them that pattern in its complete form, most complete form.
Okay, that's cool. All right, anything else?
That's all for FOs.
Okay.
That leads us on. I guess it leads me on to bead and string.
Mm-hmm.
So for bead and string, I've had a few orders that I just need to do the last bits for.
I like the color of that cord.
Yes, this is a cord I can't get in this particular kind anymore, but I found a very similar color on my new cord source. I found a really nice paracord site. So, I'm slowly but surely making adjustments to change my cords. As I run out of cord, I'll be not replacing it with my previous cords, but with this new site, because I really like the new cords. And this is a Mother Teresa. This was a special order.
Right.
I've been wanting to make a Mother Teresa rosary for a while. I was just given the impetus to do so with this order.
Excellent. Oh, right. Is that on Jane?
That is.
Yeah.
And she had requested the Trinity crucifix.
I have to text Aunt Jane.
I owe her a text too, I think. So that's one that needs to be finished. It's almost done. It's just not quite fully there. All I have to do is do the knot. This person's sacrifice beads they didn't order.
Those are huge.
Well, she wanted wood, and this is the
right.
only size I have for the wood with that size.
That's
of,
really nice,
holes. So, I just have to verify with her wrist width, how long she wants it, and then I could just knot it off and finish it. But until I get that, I can't do anything about it. I don't want to make it a certain length and not have it fit her.
Right. There we go. I might have to take this out of this bag because I keep catching the yarn. Let's see here. What?
What are you working on?
My girl wrap.
Oh, okay. I didn't recognize it right away, which is why I was staring at it. And then this was another order. Someone ordered a St. Joseph rosary. It was really sweet because she wanted it. I need to actually finish it. Just have to do the last bits. She wanted to even have me overnight it. It sounded like she didn't need it in a rush. She just wanted it sooner.
Yeah, she's cute.
And then she was perfectly fine with waiting for me to be able to finish making it and stuff. But yeah, she told me no rush after she found out that, I don't really make it out to UPS.
Yeah.
That I wait for USPS to come to my door. But so I think she just really wanted her rosary really fast.
It's really sweet.
It was really sweet. So that's what I did for her beads and string. That leads us on to. Isn't that usually stash enhancement? I feel like I'm missing something.
We don't have edits. We don't have anything that needs blocking or anything like that. Next on the hooks and needles. I do have a next on the hooks and needles.
Okay, well then you go ahead and do that.
It actually kind of goes in with stash enhancements a little bit. I don't know when I'm going to pull this because I have a lot of projects going. But this is on the Miss Babs website. And it's called the Seinfeld Shawl by Meredith. I'm not even going to attempt this. Trzebia.
Teresa Bitowski? Bitowski?
Okay, I don't want to butcher that. Her name is Meredith. And it's called the Seinfeld Shawl. And it takes 2 skeins of Miss Babs yarn in contrasting colors. That's it. And it's crochet. So this is what it looks like. And it came up new on their newest January stuff. So I thought maybe about doing this in red and that kind of gray blue slate that I picked up with my slate blue. And I thought maybe that would be nice. But I haven't started it yet because I have to see if I can get gauge. I have enough of the gray to work with, but if I don't have enough of the red, I really have to make sure I make gauge.
Yeah.
Although it looks like, I don't know, we'll have to see. So, and they always say that her skeins are, 560 yards, like 8 ounces. I always get a bit more than that.
Yeah, same
so
here.
I'm not overly worried about it. And I might make it a little shorter if I have to.
Right.
Because I want to get a whole nother skein of yarn.
Just for a little bit.
But it's a very, very big shawl. And my stitches are much bigger that even if I don't get all the yarn, it should be a bigger shawl. So, yeah, so I'm looking about maybe doing this. They say it's an intermediate level, I believe, so I think I can handle that. Here's a closer picture of the stitches. Can you see that? They're kind of pretty stitches. So I'm looking forward to maybe trying that.
You could actually show them the name of the pattern and the name of the designer.
I did. Seinfeld Shawl.
Oh, but you didn't show them. You're trying to.
I did that already. It's on the front.
I wasn't sure you showed them the front.
I did, in fact. There is her name. I don't know if you can read it. I can't read it on the screen, so I'm not sure. All right.
Well, my screen back there is dark, so we wouldn't be able to read it anyway.
So this is something I'm looking forward to doing in the future there.
Okay, so that then leads us on to, wait, are we still in stash enhancement?
That was not stash enhancements. That was next on the hooks prompts.
Oh, okay. So now
and I don't have any card-made graphic novel, and now it's royalties.
Okay. So you have.
I have quite a bit.
Quite a bit because it's your birthday.
Yeah, not quite as much as you would think, but I'll explain why. And
yeah.
It's not that I didn't get a lot of stuff. It's just that one of the gifts was a big gift.
Right. Exactly.
So
let me go ahead and quickly pick something. Just trying to pick up a stitch more properly and fix it over here because I thought I missed an area to pick up.
She's murmuring to herself.
Well, it was important murmuring.
Have to wonder if she answers herself, which she does on occasion.
Well, gotta get the intelligent conversation somehow.
If that's intelligent, you're in trouble.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh. What are you working on?
I'm trying to pick up these 2 stitches here. You know what? I'm gonna grab them on my hook thingies. Something fell. And then later when you're showing your stash enhancement, that's when I'll count to make sure I have enough. Because I had to pick up for the crown of the hat. And you always was not quite picking up things right.
Did you split a stitch or something?
No, I just didn't see something.
Oh.
It's easy enough to fix.
I know that one of the things I want to start also is Crystal, she's chronically crocheting. I want to start her Mr. Purrs a lot.
Right.
I just have to figure out.
You have the pattern already.
I already have the pattern. I just have to figure out what yarn I want to use.
Well, you had an idea.
Well, I don't know if I want to use DK, if I want to use worsted.
Well, you were talking about using the one that was named Cheshire.
Yes, I was.
Because
thinking about that. Mm-hmm.
It's Mr. Purrs a lot.
Mr. Purrs a lot. I think it might make a pretty kitty cat.
Yeah. So, okay, there we go. And I'll count afterwards. So, my little bit of stash enhancement first. Let me put this back in here because I don't have a whole lot. Actually, I think I just had the one thing, and I enhanced it to myself.
What?
The stash enhancement's from me.
Oh yeah, that one was for me too. So.
Well, yours was a stash enhancement. Yours was.
Well, it was, but it was.
You called it a prodigitation.
I called it prodigitation, but it was a stash enhancement.
Yeah. So, I could have done this in beads and string too.
Yes.
My official excuse was I needed to test out the centerpiece and this new cord.
The real reason was she wanted it.
The real reason was I wanted it because sometimes the metal beads, when they're cold, they bother my hands with neuropathy. So I just wanted to have a wood rosary for when my hands are bothering me.
It's really pretty.
So, I really like this cord.
Mm-hmm. Is that the paracord?
This is the paracord.
Yeah. That would look really nice with a dark brown too.
Yeah.
Or a green.
So I'm really happy with this. I like the centerpiece so far because my biggest concern would be that it would scratch.
Mm-hmm. The centerpiece or the cord?
The centerpiece.
Mm-hmm.
Now, the cord I don't have any concerns with. My biggest concern with the centerpiece is, because it has the plastic on the top feels soft.
Oh, right. Okay. Yeah, yeah.
So.
Right.
It hasn't scratched thus far.
I don't think it'll scratch, but I think that's made to give in case somebody drops it and steps on it or something.
Oh, that makes sense. So, it's made in Italy, and usually that is pretty good quality. But I wanted to test it myself. I do have this as a listing for people if they wanted to purchase it. But this is having centerpieces with a colored picture in the center is new for me. Mm-hmm. So that's
because this lady does it so well.
Yes. Well, she got me hooked by sending me one that I really liked. So she's really good. She sends you extras when she sends you her orders.
Nice extras.
Nice extras, and it's actually really smart. It's a business move. It's because it keeps you coming back.
Mm-hmm. Do you have more stash enhancements? Mm-hmm. Okay. Let me just get this stitch done. So put this on my. Do I have one for this? I don't know if I have a thingy bobber for this. Oh yes, I do. Here it is. Okay. Okay. If you don't like stash enhancements, I apologize. But it is my birthday, and I want to share what I got. Okay. First thing, the one thing I can't show you, or the two things I can't show you. One of them is an area rug that my husband got me to put under the other thing he got me, which is a desk. He got me for this room here, my combination craft room, writing room, whatever you want to call it. He got me an L-shaped desk, which is coming in next week, I think, and it's going to go right over here to my left. And I'm going to keep the little white desk I have, making an impromptu desk here, and then the L is going to go against the side wall and the back wall. So I have more desk space, and it won't affect when I want to use the little laptop to talk to Taya. I can talk to Taya over the laptop. Mm-hmm. So that's going to come in. That was the big gifts. This sweater.
Oh, back to the desk really quickly. I'm supposed to get her old desk.
Right.
So I can do
Grandma said, where's she going to put it?
Which was a legit concern.
This is the sweater that Davina bought for me. And she made me this necklace. I had this little owl in my notions box for whatever reason, and it just sat there forever. I said, hey, Davina, if you want to make something with this, you can. So she made me this necklace. And then, let's see here. Let's see what I show you. I can just go, Taya?
Yeah, just go, because
All right.
I'm done with my stash.
phone's in there. All right. I got this water bottle because I was on a walk with my husband, and I had gloves on, and it slipped and broke.
The gloves didn't slip. The water bottle slipped and broke.
Yeah. So this one, the thing I like about this one is it has two different things. One is it's got this sleeve.
Mm-hmm.
The second one is it's got this strap, and I can put it around my wrist. And this holds 32 ounces, which is a little more than what I was carrying before, but it's not overly big. The one I was using as an interim bottle carried 40 ounces, and it was just too unwieldy. So I'm looking forward to using this when we go for our walk. It's a premium sports bottle from Hydracy. So we actually celebrated my birthday on Friday, so
That's why she has all the presents now.
could eat a little more food because we'd be working out and all that kind of stuff. Then let's see, I had gotten a new Bible, read the Bible in a year, which I won't do, but it has met. We talked about it last time we got it. It has little reflections at the end of the readings, and I didn't have a cover for it, so he got me this cover.
Yeah, because the pages are a little bit on the delicate side, and she didn't want them to tear.
Well, I'm worried about the cover too, you know.
Yeah.
So this says, "I have loved you with an everlasting love," and that's Jeremiah 31:3. And it matches my water bottle.
Oh, all important.
All important. Let's see here. And then Mike got me this. It's a shirt. It's a sweater. It's a kind of a wine color sweater. I haven't opened it yet, but he knows my size, so I don't think it'll be an issue with this. And if it isn't, we'll just send it back and he'll get me another
Yeah,
one.
Amazon's very good about their returns.
So, I think I showed you last week the old Advent calendar. It was a huge Advent calendar from Saint of the Month that I was going to put yarn in. Well, there's no way of hanging it. Mike would have to put things in the door he didn't really want to do. So he bought me, and this comes with, I don't know where the things are that have the hooks.
That might be important.
I think he put it in the pocket.
I think he did. I
Okay.
remember him doing that.
So he got me this. It's a shoe. I don't know. I hope he did.
I feel like I remember him doing that.
So
Check one of the higher ones.
yeah, here they are. Okay, so see, it has these to put it over the door, and I think I can fit maybe 2 skeins of yarn in each. So, and I think it's a little bigger even than the Saint of the Month one. So he got me this. I was really surprised that he got me this. So that should help me clear out some space. You know, I can prepare yarn to be dyed up and put the yarn that's not prepared in the shelves, because right now I have a couple of boxes sitting with bare yarn. Probably people saying, why aren't you dyeing yarn then? Okay, something else I got. This Davina made for me. I absolutely love this. I'm going to wear it tomorrow probably for Mass, for our live stream Mass. Isn't this gorgeous? Whoops. Let's see here. Good. It's got the little magnet. And it's a Divine Master, Jesus Divine Master little pendant. I don't know if you can see. I can't get it too close. But it's got the different blues, and her style has absolutely gotten so much better. So I have this one and this one from Davina. And she was very pleased with that. And I was very happy with it as well. This, I didn't think I had this. I thought I had an empty bag with me. This is empty, but I thought I had an empty one other than this. Oh yeah, it's on the floor. It's on the floor. Okay, so that's this. And then Talia made me. I think I've spoken to this, maybe not on the podcast.
I don't think you've spoken about it on
but
the
maybe on one of the Zooms or something.
I don't think you've even spoken on Zoom.
There's a surrender novena. It's a prayer that you do every 9 days. I haven't stopped doing this prayer because I need it. This is called the Surrender Novena, which is to the Sacred Heart. Yes, Sacred Heart. And Talia made me the chaplet to go with it. And it's got one of those centerpieces like she showed you before with the Sacred Heart. Isn't that gorgeous? Look at that. Can you see that?
It's actually in metal. But seeing that metal is what told me that she had good quality for that.
Yeah.
Because that was
See?
a free metal.
It goes like this. I got the Novena card about almost a year ago, and she made me the chaplet to go with it. So that's really nice. I have to keep them together, or at least when I know where they are.
Mm-hmm.
And then she also made me this. I love this. She made me a rosary. Trouble opening these things.
Yeah.
Got it. Isn't this gorgeous? And this, I have to explain. I love this version of Jesus.
Or this imagery of Jesus.
This imagery, right? That's a better word.
Yeah,
Imagery.
version sounds wrong.
Version sounds like there are many Jesus, but they're not. I'm going to try and I have a holy card sitting on my desk here that's a little bit bigger.
Mm-hmm.
Might be able to see it better. Here it is. It's not exactly the same version of this image. My shoe is coming off, so...
Oh, is that what's happening? Okay.
My slipper. So, this is what you're seeing is a version of this picture.
Image,
of this image is on this rosary. And this, I've loved this ever since I can remember, because Jesus doesn't force his way in. He waits for you to open the door.
And the detail is that there's no doorknob on the outside. The doorknob's on the inside.
Right.
So you're the one who's supposed to open it to let him in.
Yeah, if you see one with a doorknob, that's incorrect. Okay? There is no doorknob. You have to open up, which I like, And so I even have a statue of this on our piano. It's just something that's really, really special to me. So she showed me the centerpiece. I'm like, oh, that's great.
And I showed her the centerpiece to gauge her reaction, because I was pretty sure she'd want that rosary, but I needed to gauge because I had another one in mind for her possibly too. Mm-hmm. So once I saw the reaction, I was able to fully determine her gift.
I just love it. So that's that. And I have one more thing I could show you. Then I'm going to have to ask you to put that in there again.
Mom, you have your other bag. That's
I
always
do
you
have
brought
that
your other bag.
yeah.
It doesn't need to go in there.
Take my phone out of here.
And Mom's also testing out the centerpiece with the paracord.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
But she's testing with a heavier bead than I am.
Yeah, I've got the metal beads, as you saw.
Yeah. And she's got 10 millimeter.
Very heavy metal beads. You saw my last at Christmas time. You saw my Holy Family one's a lot smaller than this, and a lot lighter. It's heavy for its size, but I wanted one a little heavier and a little bigger. So that's that. I love it, and this is going to go back where it belongs. This maybe will go in here, and will it fit here? No, I'll have to just keep it out where it was. Okay, the other thing, this was kind of a surprise, and I absolutely love it. For those of you who've been with us for a long time, you know how we end our podcast every week. And it's getting anemic. So
Not how we end the podcast again, anemic, but
No,
the thing we use.
the apparatus we use.
Yeah.
My husband got me this. Isn't that great? I just love
No
it.
more wimpy claps.
Mm-mm.
So she can also write on there the episode, which episode we're on, and she can write the date. She can write the director, which we determined, since I'm cameraman, she'll be director.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just kind of, I don't think everything will be filled in, like take and roll won't be.
Today is the 30th.
Yes, because today's your birthday.
Today's my birthday. Yeah.
So she'll show you what she's written on there, and then afterwards we'll be able, when she claps it, it'll have all the pertinent information, which is kind of cool. And if you can't read her handwriting, I can write it on there next time.
No. Mine. My job.
Franciscan Gypsy is one word.
Yeah, that's okay. I'll change it later. LadyFernaco is technically one word too. Can you see it?
Yeah, they can. I'm pretty sure they can see it. You gotta.
So that's. It makes me happy. And I'll fix that while she's talking.
Yes. Is that eraser on the top?
Eraser on the top, yeah.
Presumably.
Presumably.
Maybe
Okay,
it doesn't erase.
Huh.
That would be a little disappointing if it doesn't erase.
Well, it's only your, just
You know, it might be something that
has to be wet.
wet
Yeah.
erases.
Yeah.
That actually probably is good. I'm just gonna
Yeah.
do a quick test.
Ah.
Just a really quick test.
Ooh.
I took it off, but yeah, it wet erases. So at the end, actually, it's even better. You take like a dishcloth
Yep.
or a washcloth and wipe it down. That's better because then if you
It
put
doesn't
it down,
smudge.
it doesn't smudge.
So, yeah.
Uh-huh.
And that's fairly legible. I mean, so. Okay, so. That's right.
You have a very light hand, whereas mine tend to be a bit blocky.
Mhm.
Uh-huh.
So I'm going to put this back in here for the time being. So, yeah, I mean, I kind of made out really well. I had a couple of friends, do mask cards for me. That was nice. Yeah, I'm happy. It's always nice to be remembered, so I was happy.
Mm-hmm. And we had PHN Zoom yesterday, so.
We did, so I got a lot of birthday wishes there. My husband made, I think I said, right? Clam chowder and
I don't remember.
egg bread. I was talking to my father, that's what it was. I changed my birthday menu around because having a homemade chicken pot pie and homemade caramel apple pie would have blown us out of the water in terms of eating. We wouldn't be able to eat for the next week. So and also it wasn't very friendly for Talia. So I had gluten-free, dairy-free clam chowder, which was excellent, and egg bread. Talia could not eat the egg bread, but
I actually had my own bread that
but not for that.
I already had it.
You already had it. That's
yeah,
right.
I had my last piece.
Yeah, I left it there because I knew you would. When I woke up that morning, and then the other thing was his apple pie. It was gluten-free, dairy-free, and that's probably something we won't do again. It's not bad.
Mm-hmm.
It's
It was
fairly.
very work intensive. It wasn't fun for Dad.
It wasn't fun for my husband, and it was caloric. And if it's going to be that caloric, then I'd rather just have the caramel apple one.
Right,
because-
and I'm actually not a huge apple pie person. So.
And I made brownies for our priest when he came to do confession and communion for us at home the other day, and we had some left over, so Davina was able to have her brownies instead of the apple pie. So
And Davina doesn't like apple pie.
she doesn't like apple pie.
She doesn't really like any pies.
So if it comes to that again, and my husband decides, it's okay to indulge a little bit more with the real apple pie, real in quotes, the one I want.
Although I know he says he likes crumble betters.
Yeah, we talked about a crumble as well. But if I wanted apple pie and it wasn't that much difference, he might do that, and then the girls could have brownies. So that's just because it's once a year. I don't get it twice a year anymore because it is so caloric. Makes me a little sad, but it's probably better, I guess. We'll have a crumble or something. I'd like to figure out how the Boy Scouts do theirs.
I also have at least one or two crumble recipes that are gluten-free and dairy-free. If only to make it so you don't suffer every time with the dairy.
Right.
Because you become a lot more sensitive. I also figure it's a good time to go into, we do shop before recipe. Shops before recipe.
Shop, yeah.
Um,
I don't really have much in the way of shop news except for the fact that, yes, I do intend to put the stuff up. I had one person say they like the fade set, so that's good. Maybe they'll both go up as sets. I thank Stephanie once again for posting her the pictures of the yarn she bought. She bought one of those sets. She's actually the reason I made the set. So she picked up the 5 set, and so she had a picture, and that was really helpful. So she posted on the last thread. So that was great. I'm grateful for that. But otherwise, I have been kind of distracted and just
meh.
Yeah, I'm kind of pulling myself out of it now. It's not, and that sounds like depression. It's not. I just don't feel like doing anything. And when I talked to my priest about it, he said, yeah, he felt that way too sometimes. So yeah, I just need to get back in the swing of things. I think the holidays kind of threw us out of kilter a little bit, and then just, I'm hoping to dye up some more yarn in the near future now that things hopefully will be settling down, because there are no holidays or anything until Easter. There's no birthdays or anything until then, so we can just kind of get on a more even keel.
Right, because Davina's not till May.
Davina's not till May. My husband's not till August. So Easter is April. So that's good. I think it's April this year.
I can't remember.
I know it's early, but I think it's early April.
Last year was early too.
Yeah. Well, it wasn't. I remember the one year we picked you up from Steubenville. It was in March, and there was snow, and
I know, it was snowing when we were waiting in line for Christmas Eve Mass because the line for Steubenville for Christmas Eve Mass was ridiculous. We're all standing out in the cold in Ohio.
and Christmas Eve or Easter Vigil.
Easter Vigil.
Yeah,
Sorry, what did I say?
Christmas Eve.
Easter Vigil.
Yeah.
It was ridiculous. Anyway. My shop news is, obviously I've mentioned before, Palm Pup is now available in his entirety for Patreons. And he usually, my Patreon patterns are now usually coming available about 6 months after initial release.
She's just mean. You're not less pretty.
I'm not saying she's less pretty. I just don't like her coloring as much personally.
And whose fault was that?
I think it's pretty for her.
Now you sound like Davina.
I just like the blue-eyed brown better. She's still cute. Anywho, also, my Christmas Scotty ornament is now up for testing.
That looks really cute.
So, when I checked before I went to bed last night, there weren't any testing spots taken yet. There's only 3 testing spots. Once those are filled, then people can get their pattern. I'm trying to maybe keep down to 1 test at a time simply because I don't seem to have the focus to keep up otherwise. So I'm actually, in some ways, I'm purposefully jumping from pattern to pattern so I don't finish one too early.
And there may be something that comes up, but
Right, but at this point in time, with it being winter still, we have snow that's expected to come in.
yeah, we're supposed to get. Someone said, my husband went to return something via UPS, and he said that the guy in the office there said that they were expecting like 3 or 4 inches tomorrow and 3 or 4 inches on Monday, and maybe the same on Tuesday, maybe.
Yeah, I heard at least 4 to 6 inches. So, we're supposed to get some weather.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, if California got it, it's our turn. That then leads us on to the cooking stuff, I believe.
Cooking. Well, I told you a little bit about the gluten-free, dairy-free that my husband made for my birthday, so that's done.
Otherwise, for cooking, I should be able to stick. Do you have anything to stick in the oven today?
I can't. Yes, a ham.
Okay, I'll let you do your ham for. Well, depending on when you're planning on doing it, because my potato casserole my potato lasagna only needs to be stuck in as well. It doesn't have any prep either.
Yeah, I just need an hour or so.
Okay, I'll see how much time mine takes, and when you're planning on doing it. I mean, I could possibly stick it in during Rosary.
Yeah, it'll be after my walk probably.
Okay, well then I'll probably stick mine in before I finish cleaning up here. Other than that, I've been experimenting with making gluten-free, dairy-free breads. I told you guys last week the site that I used to get tips for that. I also found a good recipe on Yumly. It's okay, Mom, I'll get it. And I've actually went ahead and I've separated all my recipes. I think Dad thought it was a little absurd, but I want to have all my recipes of the same kind in their own binder. So I have breakfast, which has like my 20 million one overnight oats recipes that once I even out with to where I want to be weight-wise, I can maybe think of having them again. Then I have desserts. I have main meals, and then this one is the bread.
Looks like she has GF of bread.
My O's don't look like that. The one I made yesterday, it's less sweet than the one I made previously. Yumly was the one who showed me where the site is, but the actual site is myglutenfreekitchen.com. My gluten-free kitchen.com. And the bread is easy, gluten-free, dairy-free bread in your bread machine. None of these gluten-free recipes are named creatively. But this one turned out really well. It almost has a sourdoughy taste.
I'm looking forward to tasting that when I have a little more calories to play with.
And I really like the way that she wrote the recipe. It rose very nicely. I think next time I might try to do a darker crust to see if maybe, even though I like the crust for it, I want to see if maybe it cuts a little bit better. You know, if it's not as soft, maybe it holds its form a little better when I'm cutting it. Because gluten-free bread, I've had a little issue cutting it.
And I was just adding my water before I forgot.
And then also, because I never remember to put up my ingredients ahead of time to get them to room temperature, Dad had found this source for room temperature hacks. So different ways to get ingredients at room temperature, and that's
Quickly,
yeah. That's sugargeekshow.com/news/room-temperature-ingredients. So, I think if you just look up Sugar Geek Show, I found the one tip at least to be useful. I'm just going to slide this in the back of my tip one. There we go. Usually it's bread that I worry about it for. Most of my recipes don't say put this at room temperature or whatever. My bread tends to be picky.
Sometimes cookies and cakes will do that.
Yeah, anything that is bready.
Yeah,
baked, yeah. But I know where the tip's at if I need it. So nothing terribly new other than the breads. I was kind of out of it this week.
Okay, so we're going on, well, okay.
Excuse me.
Going on to writing and such, I did work on the shared story. I'm moving forward on it. I had a little bit of momentum, and then I got off track for other things. We were doing things, so I didn't get as far as I wanted to, but I've definitely made progress on the writing, so that's good. I finished Mary Magdalene. And
it feels like you just started that.
I finished that, and I started Complaining Saints by Krabby Mystic. It's great.
I started that too.
I'm still reading Daily Prayer 2021 and Mother Teresa. I forget what it's called, but and the Dragonback series by Timothy Zahn. And the Bible in a Year and Flourish. Now, some of those are going to be dropping a little bit off the radar when Lent starts, and I pick up the Lenten Companion Year B.
Yeah.
But so most of my reading, actually my reading this time around is a little bit more even. It's a little religion heavy or a little faith heavy, but I definitely have that Timothy Zahn to kind of even that out.
I didn't do a ton of reading. Honestly, I did a lot of sleeping. I did kind of feel in the mood because I didn't feel well. I watched a few of those other Disney type things. So I watched Moana. Watched Rescuers.
I don't like Moana. I'm surprised you watched Moana.
I like Moana.
I don't like Moana.
Really? I really like it.
That's the Hawaiian one, right?
Yeah, I really like it.
I like that one.
I really do.
I don't know why I don't like it. I just don't.
And I love the music for it. I actually fell in love with the music first, which kind of is per the... That's usually the way what
Moana
happens.
makes me feel the same way as Brave.
You see, it doesn't have the same feel. It doesn't.
To me, it does. I
don't know why.
Maybe it's just the way her hair is or something.
Her hair's nothing like...
It's not the same color, but it's got that wild kind of...
Oh, it's not nearly as wild as America's.
Boy, she's horrible. I don't like... I don't know. I just don't.
You might need to give Moana another chance. She's good. And besides, Rock's in it.
Yeah, I know.
And his character's hilarious.
Yeah, he is.
But I'm actually starting to tire, so I need to pick up the pace.
All right. Well, you're the one who's talking. So.
But I watched that, Rescuers. I'll probably watch Rescuers Down Under while I'm working on the podcast. But yeah.
Okay. All right. So I don't think we have a whole lot of life stuff, so I'm not going to say anything about the life stuff. We're just going to close it up because we kind of touched on life stuff with the birthday stuff and Ty sleeping and stuff like that. So we want to thank everybody who commented either on YouTube or on the PHN home group. I may not have answered everybody because I tried to do it and then I got, busy with other things. But we appreciate all the comments. The ones I did see are Steph, Wendy MacGyver, LNS Crafts, Meditative Crafter, Brittany, Allison, Looney Hiker, Paula, and Eileen. And then Wombat of Doom. I think that's everybody. If I missed somebody, I do apologize. I either didn't see you or you weren't there yet or whatever. So we thank you for that. And we will see. Well, before I get there, let me just get my thoughts in order. We do have, for the Patreons coming up next week, we have our live stream. So we'll look forward to seeing you there. In the meantime, we want to wish everybody a wonderful, blessed end of month, and we hope to see you back here again for the Fun in the Woman Cave next Saturday. Let me get my new clapper out. This is the Pen, Hook, and Needles podcast, episode, what is the episode? 439, and that's a wrap.
Bye.
Bye.